Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about money and personal finance, how each and every one of us has to save, invest and utilize the money in the best possible manner. We will go through few important rules in a brief manner, 4% rule, 50-30-20 rule and many others. And also briefly the concept of compound interest and safeguarding your own self with insurance. Money is a part and parcel for each and everyone's life. We need it to meet basic demands like food, water, shelter, clothing, and as well as much more wider topics like having luxuries as well as safeguarding yourself for future uncertainties. With that, let's see how you can prioritize and see how you can use this to have the best experiences. First and foremost, the money that we earn goes for the basic needs that each and every one of us has to meet to. As we already discussed, that is food, water, shelter, clothing, etc. So before we dive deeper into the topic of money, there are two key aspects of money: earning and spending. You can think of it as plus and minus. These two are the most important things that each and every one of us are engaged in, that is earning money and spending money. And it depends on you how you utilize and use your time effectively to do both of these and have the best experiences. Now we will quickly see how spending can be categorized and few thumb rules can be used for this. There is a rule called 50-30-20 rule. This says that 50% of the money that you earn can be spent on needs, that is your basic necessities that you need to fulfill and lead your life. And then next 30% can be spent on wants, that is having a good car or bike, having a little bit better house, having that good food, that good experiences, etc. And 20% of it is what you need to save and invest. And this is just a thumb rule. There are various concepts which affects each and everyone's lifestyle. There can be lifestyle inflation, etc. You cannot compare yourself with someone who is earning, let's say, several 100,000 more or several 100,000 less. So this 50-30-20 rule that was developed is mainly for a good middle class life that you can lead, wherein 50% can be spent on your needs, 30% on your wants, and the rest 20% for your future self, wherein this is a good starting point. But if you want to go much further, you will have to switch this. So let's say your income increased from, let's say, the minimum wages or slightly above that to a slightly higher amount. Most of us that we end up doing is getting succumbed to lifestyle inflation, wherein you earn, let's say, $100, 1,000 rupees or a few $100 more. So you end up spending these on some extra things and extra luxuries that you can live without comfortably. You might say that this is a one-time purchase or a one-time activity which you don't think will occur in a future time. But there is a chance that you might end up doing the same thing month after month, and you might end up increasing your lifestyle. There is nothing wrong. Having a good, decent life is very important to lead a healthy as well as satisfied life. But making that clear distinction and demarcation between having a good, healthy life versus overspent, wherein you are earning, let's say, $1,000, but you end up spending 1,000, 100, 200 month consistently month after month. This ends up causing you a lot of debt, wherein your life might spiral down and it will be very difficult to get out of this. So on one step further to this is reverse 50-30-20 rule, wherein you increased your income so that 50% of your income can now go towards investing and saving and building that portfolio of wealth which can help you sustain in a future time, so that you do not have to worry and lead a peaceful life financially at least. And then the 30% on your needs and 20% on your wants. So these can be tweaked to each and everyone's individual lifestyle. But one thing is for sure, you have to invest and save. These two are very critical thing that a person leading a normal life and a life in this society needs. When we are discussing about this, one thing to be mindful about is the borderline wherein you become a miser and the borderline wherein you overspend and wherein you go out of your reach. And striking that balance becomes very important and critical in this day and age. And when we are talking about this spending, it becomes very important to know what is it that you expect from your money. that is having the best experiences. The experience can vary widely and depends on each and every individual. It can range from having the best luxuries to having the best value out of your money. There is no right or wrong answer or a one size fits all approach. You have to decide it for yourself. So each and every one of us might be interested in having and making sure that the money that we are spending goes the extra mile to give us that value or the requirement that we want from that money. And also there are people for whom money is in abundance, so they want to have the best luxuries. They are aware that the money that they are trying to spend, they want to get the best out of it in terms of luxury and satisfaction. They are ready to spend extra 100% to get 10 to 20% of that extra service, quality of life, quality of that product. So over here it is an individual call and an individual take on these matters. A small story that I want to tell over here is a group of friends that I have, wherein one set of friends wants to have the best luxurious trips that they go for. So they are ready to go for a domestic trip wherein they are ready to spend extraordinary amount of money and have the best experience out of it. They do not want to be a penny pincher or try to have the budget lifestyle wherein you can go book a hostel for your stay and take public transport for your transportation. And then there is other group of friends for whom having and experiences various things and also quantity as well as quality matters. He is ready to make that dollar stretch an extra mile. He is ready to spend his accommodation in a hostel wherein he tells that it is just a place for him to sleep and crash down for a night. And he will spend a little less on groceries and food items so that he need not have to spend extra amount on food outside in terms of hotels as well as restaurants. So it's for you to take the call wherein the second person wants to visit, let's say, 10 places in a year, wherein person 1 is ready to go to only one place but wants to have the best luxurious life. These are the two extremes that we are talking about, and YouTube as a platform has provided various set of people and shown various type of travelers who are between both the end of the spectrums and everywhere in between. So travel was just an example. In similar way, it goes on each and every aspect of your life. It can range from the food, clothing habit. Few people want to run behind branded clothes. Few people are label freaks. Few people don't care what is the brand of that cloth. They want to have the best quality. While discussing about these topics, it also becomes important to discuss about these two sets of people and people in between, wherein there is one set of people who are shopaholic, who are addicted to spending money. They get high or they feel that rush by spending money either in form of electronic shopping, e-commerce, or going to actual shopping malls and outlets and buying various stuffs even if that they don't need. And then there are other extremes wherein they don't want to spend a single penny even for the better quality of their own. So we all might have seen people who do not want to spend even a single penny which can help them and which is a necessity. They're not ready to spend on maintenance of their vehicle which can cause harm to them, and then buying preventive medicines and taking that health checkup and maintaining your health, spending money on it. They're not ready to do that. They feel what is the use of it? It is a waste of money. But it's not. Spending on yourself and the things that you are interested about is very important. So in between these two spectrum, you should know what is it that you desire and have to go with it and stick with it. So you can strike a balance in between. You need not have to be in the extreme of both, wherein if they see a single rupee lying around or even a single dollar credit limit that they see, they go and shop and maximize their credit line or the money that is left. You can be smart and decide and choose what is it that you want and then take actions according to it and lead your life. And then there are smart rich people who don't just spend money on their wants and needs but also ensure that money is used as a tool, nothing more, nothing less, to get the things that they want in their way, be it in the form of lobbying or through public or private places wherein they ensure that the things that they are interested about, that they truly care, or the things that they want to get their words or voices heard. They ensure that they spend money on it and ensure that it is done, be it in the form of various ideas and ideology that they support, be it a capitalistic society or a socialistic society. This is spread across each and every place, wherein the strong, smart and rich people make their way. One might want to debate about whether this is right or wrong. It depends on the perspective, wherein you can have bad and ugly as well as good. And it is true that both of these powers live together, and we as individuals also have to support and make our voices heard. And that the good and something that enhances the quality of each and everyone's life is something that we can put forward. While we are discussing about this, make sure to go to Telegram channel group Timon, wherein each and every one of us are trying to have a great community wherein we value each and everyone's time and money and trying to have the best experiences. And you can help build this and be part of this community. And make sure to go to Telegram channel and post your photo, video or audio and post the experiences that you are having with your time and money and help build that community. Post it as often as you can. Make it a record keeping platform. Loop in and call the people that you aspire about and think about, and those who truly inspire you in various ways. Ask them to post about the time and money utilization that they are doing to have the great experiences about themselves, so they know how to utilize these two important resources to lead their life. And this should be a community wherein people engage and motivate each other. It helps in two ways. One is by bringing in accountability, wherein it increases your chance and multifolds the probability of you achieving that goal and having that experiences. And second is by helping you keeping track and record of what is it that you care about and what is it that you are doing with your time and money to have that best experiences. This will help you to lead a better life and help build a community wherein the toxic social media is removed and these genuine human relationships are built and genuine human life as a whole is developed. Before you leave, ensure to like, share, subscribe and comment down below. Bye.